Hey, what is up, guys? Robert here, bringing you the Roundup for Friday, August 15th, 2025. Let's get started. So, the first news story of the day is the PlayStation Plus catalog for August 25 has revealed what is absolutely stacked. If you're looking for nostalgia or something a little bit offbeat, here is what this month has in store for you. Let's give it the breakdown. So, first off, mark your calendars because all these titles will go live on August 19th. And here's what we're looking for some of the games that are going to be on the extra and premium catalog for the members. Mortal Kombat 1, Marvel Spider Man Remastered, Sword of the Sea, Earth Defense Force 6, Unicorn Overlord, and Atelier Ryza 3, which sounds like that's going to be my favorite play game. So it's a mix of variety with big name titles along with some good RPG gems. So they brought a little bit of everything for everybody this time, but also the premium members are going to get the classic Resident Evil 2 and 3 Nemesis are joining the lineup. So it's perfect games for horror people. But after seeing these classic lineups, it got me thinking, are they going to have trophies for these Resident Evil games? The previous Resident Evil game that they have currently on the catalog does not have trophies. But, let me know. Are you still going to try this, even if they don't have trophies? And there's also a surprise that Death Stranding 2 on the Beach will be available as a game trial for members on August 19th as well. You will get up to 5 hours of gameplay, and if you decide to buy it, your progress carries over. So, yeah. And also, don't forget that there are the free games that you can claim right now: Lies of P, DayZ, and My Heroes 1 Justice for the PS4. So, try it out like I did with Lies of P, and I gotta say it's pretty interesting. So, pretty good month of games for August. Pretty good things to be able to get, guys. Our next story. Did you hear that there's going to be maybe a Tales of Xillia leak? Hot off the press or show, we say leaked off the retail shelf. Bandai Namco may have unintentionally revealed a master of one of the most beloved JRPGs, known for its killer combat. Strap in because this rumor is making waves. Now, there was an article from Games Radar reported that amid promises of more remasters from Bandai Namco, a leak has surfaced suggesting that Tales of Xillia, yes, 13 years after its original PS3 release, might finally be returning in a remaster form. The leak comes from retailer listing from Slovakian stores, referencing that Tales of Xillia Remaster is headed to modern consoles, like the PS5, Switch, Xbox Series X. But this isn't just some random leak. It's very likely tied to Bandai Namco's plan to remaster Tales games launched to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the franchise. If you remember, they did Tales of Grace's F, which dropped earlier this year on all platforms, and then the next title was expected to be announced like mid 25, so around this time, which would be perfect for this leak. But why do you think that they would just release this game now, start talking about it? Well, I believe it's because Tales of Xillia is widely celebrated among fans, not just for its memorable characters, but especially for what's considered one of the best combat systems in the series. And with a remaster project geared towards bringing classic titles back to modern gamers, um, this seems like the remaster would fit in perfectly. But we just have to hold on a second here. So leaks from retailers aren't official. Bandai Namco really hasn't said anything. So it could drop any moment, but we have to kind of take this with a grain of salt. So we don't know. But if the leak proves true, it opens up the door to nostalgia. And just imagine this game polished with modern visuals, Jude and Leia with higher fidelity visuals and smoother frame rates. Plus, if the gameplay is handled well, we could be looking at one of the best JRPG combat remasters in recent memory. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What would you most likely see that you want improved in this Xillia remaster? Let me know in the comments. Is there anything that you like about this game we can talk about? And, I want to cover these next stories kind of as like a quick hits. So, let's briefly go over some of these quick hits. The PlayStation July 2025 top downloads. So let's kick things off with what games were the top downloaded games last month. So we saw college football dominated, while Ready or Not cracked the top 3. And over on PSVR, Gorin 2, if you ever played that landed at number 2. It's a standout for newcomers. And also, there's a little bit of everything, but something sports, who knows what you liked on that. And my next quick hit, I would say Diablo boss exits Blizzard. Rod Ferguson, the longtime DRPG advocate at Blizzard, is departing after 5 years. He headed the Diablo franchise, steered launches of Diablo 2 Resurrection, Immortal, Diablo 4, and the Diablo 4 expansion. He said he's proud of what he's built, and the future of Diablo is set up for success. So what's next for him remains under wraps, and we'll find out. And keeping the quick hit theme, Remedy is on track with Control 2 and Max Payne remakes. So over at Remedy, productivity is high. Their latest financial update reveals that both Control 2 and Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes are progressing well, hitting major development milestones, and they're entering full production. And yes, the Max Payne project continues forward in close coordination with Rockstar Games. And that's going to be pretty cool. But our final quick hit of the day says that EA says no to Dragon Age Remasters. So it was a bit of disappointing news. Dragon Age fans will have to, I guess, wait a little bit longer. According to BioWare producer Mark Dara, EA has repeatedly rejected pitches to remaster or remake the original trilogy, despite success of projects like Mass Effect Legendary Edition. They say that complexity across multiple engines and a corporate stance against remastered were cited as roadblocks. So that wraps up our quick hits. Let me know what you think about those quick hits and comment in the comments below. And up next in this episode, we're going to shift gears into the latest on Battlefield 6. What's happening, what you should know, and maybe why if you care. So Battlefield 6 released the beta over the weekend, and it sounds like it's really popular because EA stocks hit a record high, and guess what's fueling the surge? Battlefield 6. So the open beta hit over 521,000 players. This smashed the records of the previous Call of Duty games. So investing into EA is kind of like the thing right now. So I guess in Wall Street, with the target prices skyrocketing and things like that, I guess Battlefield 6 is looking to help catapult the sales of EA after what looks to be EA, kind of one of those companies that wasn't popular, but Battlefield 6 is getting the hype right now, and this can help a company that was once considered one of the worst companies. So hopefully you're investing into not only the stock, but into Battlefield 6 beta. And yeah, well, what can you say? Hopefully you played it one more time this weekend. Things up in this news week, Gamescom. Gamescom, there's going to be plenty to see, but I didn't hear anything about Square Enix or a new Final Fantasy. So it's supposed to be packed with Call of Duty, things like that. Hollow Knight is supposed to be coming, the long-awaited kind of Xbox playable handheld. Massive titles from Xbox like Ninja Gaiden. EA Sports Games is going to be there. The Outer Worlds 2. We'll get, like I said, the first look at the Xbox ROG Ally series. But yeah, no Square Enix or any new Final Fantasy news, which is surprising because given the fact that they just released a new kind of update for Final Fantasy 14, there's no remasters, so we haven't heard anything about 9 yet. Gamescom would be a good showcase to kind of broadcast that for going into letting us know for next year. But yeah, it's I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we'll hear more news about it. But hey, you know what? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this week's news. If you guys want to check out my latest video, is my reaction on the Roblox scandal. I kind of review a video from Schlep about what was going on in the Roblox community, that there's a scandal going on. So I give a review and a reaction on that. So definitely check that video out. As well as I am in a weekly podcast where we talk about gaming culture, wrestling, and even a little bit of times, you may see a loot box in there. So, loot box, something surprising, open up. Maybe we'll get to know about that. Open something on string. Maybe you'll see some cards or something, or a game being opened up, something like that. I don't know, but you know what? A loot box. So definitely check that out with Drkknights 316. Yeah, so any of these topics today that I talked about that you guys like, please let me know. You can follow me on Twitter at Robert Wheeler Jr., as well as on PSN at Robert Wheeler Jr., where I kind of want to be able to have some game nights as we start growing this community. Want to start having some game nights, so guys, please follow, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I would definitely love to be able to play the Battlefield 6 beta with you guys. But let's grow this community. We can start having a community night or something. So God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, keep gaming. Thanks, guys.